Hello everyone, it is the 12th, it is Wednesday, and I just wanted to do a quick little update because I have been meaning to film like so much since April started. Like I was gonna do weekly vlogs for Camp NaNoWriMo, I was going to look into doing live streams to sprint with people, and I just haven't done that. And it sucks because I really want to, and I do like YouTube and I would like to grow my channel, but just been so busy with work and stuff, and I'm just glad I didn't make any like promises like, oh, I'll film daily, or oh, I'll post weekly vlogs, or even worse, come up with a streaming schedule or something. But either way, like I said, I just wanted to film something that was more than just, you know, a 1-minute clip that I edit down to 30 seconds and put text over. So yeah, it is the 12th. We are in the midst of camp, and I'm doing really good for myself, actually. Like, I hate to come on here like I'm bragging or something, but I didn't start on the 1st because it was a Saturday, and I typically don't write on weekends, but I did write like 800 words on the 2nd, and then once Monday came around and I was able to get back into my normal routine, I have just been, like I said, at the risk of sounding like I'm bragging, I've been killing it. And so yesterday I wrote only one chapter, but it was a decent amount of words, which, side note, is a problem. All of these chapters, they're just a lot longer than I anticipated, so, you know, that's fine for a zero draft. I can work things around in the next draft. But yesterday my total, I don't think I filmed it, my camp total yesterday was like 24,000 and something. I think it was even 24,900 something. My goal for April is 50,000 words. So yesterday I was like right at the freaking halfway point. I am also fresh off the heels of finishing the second draft of book 1, and going from that to this zero draft, the drop in quality is staggering. And I'm writing this and I'm like embarrassed. I'm like, this is awful. This is garbage. Like, how am I supposed to continue this? And I have to keep reminding myself that as much as I'm enjoying what I'm doing with book 1, and as, like, you know, when I look at this latest draft of book 1 and think, you know, this is really good, you know, like, I have to remember that book 1 also had a zero draft, and that zero draft was probably even worse than this one, because when I first started book 1, I had no idea what I was doing with this story or with these characters, and at least this time around, you know, starting a zero draft for book 3, I have a fair idea of most of these like side characters and what's going on in the general universe of this story. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna write more today, or even film more for that matter. So I figured I'd give a quick update. So I finished 3 chapters today, actually, which I didn't actually put on here to finish chapter 14 because I was essentially writing up until I left my office, but I did finish chapter 14 as well. So 12, 13, and 14 today. Going pretty good. I am in the middle of beat 8, going by the Romancing the beat sheet. And I know I showed this in a clip. This is like my little tracker for the Romancing the beat sheet. Orange is for Miranda, brown is for Solomon, and each block is like a chapter. And you can see here, I tried to make it obvious that the meet cute and No Way 1 kind of happens in the same chapter for Miranda. But yeah, so we are at Deepening Desire. The chapter I just finished was a Solomon chapter, so I'll make a little brown square there. And I'm estimating I will have at least one more chapter in the Deepening Desire beat from Miranda's point of view before we move into the Maybe This Will Work beat, which is essentially the culmination of their romantic feelings. So I'm super jacked to get there because that is essentially what I'm building to the minute I start writing this story, and it will, you know, lead into the midpoint, and then it'll be like kind of going downhill after that. So I'm feeling really good, and I'm also feeling like I've already rambled way too much. It's just it feels like there was so much to update y'all on because I haven't been filming. So yeah, I'm gonna stop, you know, rambling now. I'm gonna go inside. I'm going to read a little. I am almost done Court of the Vampire Queen by Katie Robert. I'm enjoying it. You know, it's not a perfect book, but I enjoy her style and I like how quick it is. I think it was actually like 3 different novellas, and I think when it was published by this publisher, they put them all into like one, like an omnibus, because now they're separated by acts, like, and I just started the 3rd act last night, and I think it's technically like the 3rd book in this series. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and read and update the Nano website, and tonight is Mandalorian night, so I'm excited for that. And yeah, I'm also excited for the weekend because on Saturday, me and my brother, I played Dungeons and Dragons with him and some of his friends. I like to consider them my friends as well, but at the end of the day, they only, like, you know, hang out with me because I'm kind of like the communal sister because of my brother. But it's gonna be our 3rd session and I'm really having fun with that. But also my brother and I are going to see the Dungeons and Dragons movie before the session. And we've both already seen it separately, but like movies are a love language, and you know, we're nerds and we like to hang out together. So yeah, we're gonna go see D&D and then we're gonna go play D&D. So I just have to get through these next 2 days and it's gonna be great. And then next weekend, on Friday, one of our favorite bands, Twerp, they're gonna be in Baltimore, and we've seen them now like 3 times, I think. We're kind of making it a thing that we see them every time they're in Baltimore, or one of the times we saw them was in Washington, D.C. That's like in our backyard, basically. Not our specifically, in Baltimore's backyard. So we're making it a thing that we see Twerp every time they're in Baltimore or D.C. And so it'll be me, him, and his wife. Oh yeah, and one of his other friends, because I bought a ticket for my partner, but he really just, he can't get into Twerp, and I really can't blame him. Twerp is a very acquired taste, so I'm gonna actually sell the ticket I bought for my partner to one of my brother's friends, and it should be fun either way because it's Twerp and I love them. So yeah, God, I know I already said I'm gonna stop rambling, but for real, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to hit stop so that I physically cannot ramble anymore. Car vlog. So it is Thursday. It's Thursday the 13th. It's Ron Perlman's birthday, so that's cool. I should have known that he was an Aries like me. I want to film more, and I know I'm just doing like these car vlogs, but it's like, I hate my office space. I don't like my desk, which I thought I would. I thought, you know, the L shape, I would have so much more room and I would just love it, and I don't. I hate it. And I have too much shit and it's just too much clutter and I hate it. Plus, you know, a lot of natural light out here. I don't really have to worry about pulling out my ring light or anything. But anyway, I wrote 2 chapters today and outlined another, and I'm gonna be done for today. My word count total was 4,000 and something. So good day, obviously. And I know yesterday's like total brought me to 30,000. I'm on beat 9, the maybe this will work beats, which then leads into beat 10, the midpoint, and being around 35,000 words for that is not bad, I think. And when I do my first draft, like when I edit the 0 draft into my first draft, I will be cutting out a lot of my overwriting. Like I've realized why I overwrite, and it's because I have such a visual mind, if that makes sense. I struggle with wanting the scene that I'm envisioning to look exactly the way that it does in my head. So I will just pump details into the scene, like, and just overwrite myself to exhaustion because I'm like, no, it's not perfect. It doesn't look the way it should, without realizing that by, you know, the more writing that I'm doing, the more detail that I'm forcing into the scene, the less enjoyable it is to read. And I realized that when thinking about my, you know, now defunct, my failed trilogy, my young adult trilogy, I realized that was a big problem. Especially I was trying to write like action scenes and, you know, fights with the big bad, and I was just putting in too much detail because it looked perfect in my mind and I could not achieve that on paper, and I made it even worse with all of the detail. So in editing my 0 draft into a first draft, I will be able to cut out a lot of that overwriting and, you know, take out some words so that then when I do my second draft and need to add context and stuff and make it better, it's okay to add more words because I took words out, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm done for today. I'm going to go and update the NaNoWriMo website, and I will, you know, film that. I have noticed I do film, when I do film like the Nano site to show you guys my goal and how I'm doing with the little chart, you might see that I'm actually technically filming that sometimes the morning after. So this morning I filmed the Nano site after I updated it for yesterday's goal, because sometimes I just don't get around to updating it before I go to bed. I don't really have anything new, obviously, except I wrote a very spicy scene today, and afterwards I kind of sat back and was like, shit, that was hot. And then that made me feel really good, because when you're writing anything, if you're not feeling it, how is your reader supposed to feel it? These characters have some history, and their chemistry, for me at least, is off the charts because they're both fighting it. Before I turn this into another 10-11 minute clip like the one from yesterday, and my boyfriend's come out to see where I am, I'm going to stop filming, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, so I wasn't really planning on like filming more talky shit like I have been, but I have had a really good writing day, and so I guess I just wanted to talk about it. I'm actually in the office, not in my car, so but I'm gonna show you what today looks like in my session logs. So as you can see, on Friday the 14th, I've been a busy bee. And that is because, like, today has been all about beats 9 and 10, which are, as I mentioned, the culmination of the romantic back and forth between Solomon and Miranda. So, to keep up with my little tracker, I guess, for the beat sheet, I had written Solomon's chapter in the Maybe This Will Work beat yesterday, and then today I wrote Miranda and another Solomon chapter, and now I'm at the midpoint, and I wrote the Miranda chapter, and I'm currently almost finished the Solomon chapter, which is chapter 20, and when I finish chapter 20, I will be past the midpoint, and we will get into, you know, the nitty-gritty, so to speak. So I'm feeling really good. Decent amount of words today. I think, not counting chapter 20, it's 5,000 something. And if I look at chapter 20, I currently only have 885 words. I think this will be a really short chapter. I don't even think it'll be a miracle if I get past 1,000 words for this chapter, but it was a necessary chapter to kind of show Solomon's reflection and introspection in the moment. Is introspection the right word? I think so. So yeah, I have my laundry in, and I currently have 20 minutes until I have to switch it over to the dryer, and I really only have like one more thing I have to address in my outline for chapter 20. So I'm going to do a 20-minute sprint, so to speak, and see if I can finish chapter 20, and honestly, like I said, I really should be able to, so I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so my timer for my laundry just went off. I'm not gonna run out and grab it just yet because I want to show you what I've done. So yeah, you can see that I have finished chapter 20, and it actually ended up being 1,142 words, and so that brings my total for today up to 6,314, and that's my best day in April so far, and I went ahead and I put it into the NaNoWriMo website to see where I'm at in total, and my total word count for this project is 40,630, and of course my goal is 50,000, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not really close to the end just yet because I am just now starting like the retreating from love section of the romancing the beat, so there's 2 more sections left, retreating from love and fighting for love, and I'm just entering that. But I have 40,000 words now, and I've just finished the midpoint. You know, you could estimate that will have 40,000 more words for the second half of the story, but that's probably not going to happen because I don't have like much planned for the second half, just a little bit of drama, gotta torture my characters a little bit. So I'm estimating around 70,000 words. Still seems like super long compared to the 0 drafts for the other 2 that I wrote, but I think it's just a case of me overwriting, and I will probably take a lot out when I do edit like my first round of revisions, But yeah, so for now, I have to go get my laundry, and I'm ready to just chill for the day. I might read more Court of the Vampire Queen, and I'm not writing this weekend because I'm not on any kind of crunch. So thank you for watching this vlog. I feel like it's gonna be considerably longer than my more recent vlogs, but I hope you found some enjoyment in it. I hope maybe my success is like motivating and it keeps you going during your session of camp if you're participating. I feel like I look really exhausted and bored, but I swear I'm feeling really good. It's just Friday, it's been a long week. I'm ready to chill out, but I gotta finish my goddamn laundry. And I don't know when my next vlog will be. I don't know if I will film like next week or if I'll just film when I'm ready to like write the last chapter or what, but I will see you all in my next vlog, and thank you so much for watching, and good luck on your camp projects.